Hey everybody, today is Thursday, January 4th, 2024. A very chilly day here in my childhood hometown of Royersford, Pennsylvania at Victory Park. Kind of figured where better to do today's video than here in my childhood hometown at my childhood park I spent many hours in as a kid. Wanted to come out here at least one last time, walk around my park before I permanently move down to Florida in 3 months. By March of 2024, I do plan on permanently being in my new home in Florida, which I will discuss with you guys during this video, because today's video is going to be a life update video and also kind of a recap of 2023 and talking about things that are coming in 2024. I did sort of a life update video for you guys about a month ago, and unfortunately really couldn't discuss very much in said video. Today, we can discuss that stuff. So today, we're gonna be talking about some personal things, but also some things that just happened, interesting things, exciting things that happened in 2023 also, and things to look forward to in 2024 here in Victory Park in Royersford, Pennsylvania, my childhood park. But before we go down into the park, look at this. This is interesting. This truck here that clearly at one point was in a car accident. Right behind me is a fire station, and I'm guessing they were using this to do some training on. I think they've already done the training. You can see it looks like the jaws of life have already cut through the car. So I want to say the training has already been done on this vehicle. Looks like these are the same stairs from when I was a kid. I don't know, maybe these have been replaced, but the wood looks to be original. These concrete and wood stairs with this old railing here brings back memories. However, this park has changed a lot since I was a kid. The old playground equipment has been taken out. New equipment has been put in. Right over here used to be this big wooden play area with this big giant barrel that you could spin. You could walk in it and spin this giant barrel. And if you were tall enough, you could put your legs and your arms out and push them up against the barrel. And if you got it going fast enough, you could actually spin upside down. Incredibly crazy and dangerous, but man, we used to love doing that. Now, nothing here anymore, unfortunately. Again, a lot of that equipment has been taken out and replaced with more sort of modern day equipment. With that being said, this fire truck over here, this is probably one of only the original pieces of equipment that still exist. I remember playing on this when I was a kid. I want to say everything else though is new and has been replaced, although the swing set up there looks pretty old. So I'm going to say that swing set is probably the same swing set from when I was a kid, and this fire truck here is the same fire truck from when I was a kid. Other than that, I believe everything else has been replaced with new kind of modern day equipment. Anyway, so let's talk about changes. I guess is what we'll start things off. Oh my gosh, it is so chilly out today. If the sun would come out, it would probably be okay, but it's overcast, unfortunately. All right, so as you guys may or may not know, I used to run another channel called Cinema Sickness, another YouTube channel. Did that for about 12 years. From, I think it was April of 2011, I had done that channel. It was a daily channel like this channel, though every single episode was based on my collecting of movies. It was all basically thrifting every single day. I'd go out to a Goodwill or a flea market or a pawn shop. I would thrift for movies. I did do live streams on Mondays. I would do unboxings, things like that, but basically a whole boatload of thrifting videos, which was fun. It was okay, but it got to the point where it got stale, it got old. I wanted to move on, do different things. I have some life changes coming up that really will not warrant me being able to do a thrifting video every day. It just isn't gonna work anymore. And it was getting to the point where it was already kind of starting not to work anymore. So I had to make some changes, and that's why I started to focus on and started to build Retro Rest Stop, the channel you are watching right now. I wanted to make a channel where I still could go out and thrift on days where I wanted to, or days where I could do that, but I could also do whatever kind of video I want, whether it was a life update video or me out at a roadside attraction, or hey, today I'm at this weird thing, or I'm doing this weird whatever, or I'm at this event or whatever, and I could just bring you guys along with me. I find that to be a lot more fun, a lot more exciting. Every day it's something different. The videos change every single day. I like that for me. It makes me wanting to do these videos. It makes it more exciting for me. So I wanted to, not only did I want to change things up, but I had to change things up. Things had to change. Cinema Sickness, even if I would have kept that channel going, would not have been able to be kept up the way it was. I would have had to have made changes on that channel regardless. But I figured, why not just start from scratch, do a whole new channel where I get to do a bit more of what I want, show you guys more interest, because thrifting is definitely a big interest for me. As you guys know, I still do thrifting videos on this channel, but I have other interests too. And I wanted to bring you guys in and along with me on those interests. Right here used to be one of those big, I don't know what it was called, we used to call it a merry-go-round, but I don't know if it was. It's those big things where you spin them really fast and you can hold on to it if you get it going fast enough and fly around. You guys know what I mean, right? One of those big it was like a big flat thing that spun around with handles on it. Used to be right there. My dad, again, this was the 80s. My dad would bring us down here and he would get that thing spinning so insanely fast. And sure enough, we would hang off it. I don't believe any of us ever got hurt, which was good. I'm sure my mom would not have been too thrilled had my dad come home with one of us with a broken arm saying, oops, sorry, I was flinging the kids off a merry-go-round. That was a lot of fun. I used to love that. This hill right here used to get vines all the time that would grow from these trees. And every now and then you get a really good vine that would hang like over the hill there. We could swing out really far. Again, I don't know how none of us died here in this park, but anyway, so stopped doing Cinema Sickness. Kind of gave up on that. Oh, there's one of those merry-go-rounds down there. I'll show it to you guys when we get down there. Anyway, kind of gave up on Cinema Sickness. The channel was not deleted. I will not be deleting Cinema Sickness. If you guys like those old videos, if you want to go back and watch those videos, you can. Maybe someday I'll revitalize that channel. I'll do something else with that channel. I don't know. But for right now, I'm not doing anything on that channel. That channel has been kind of abandoned. But with that being said, it's not going anywhere. The channel still remains. The channel is still up if you want to watch those old videos. But like I said, I just had to make changes. My lifestyle was not going to really fit that channel anymore. Things were changing in my life. I had to change things in my life. I had to focus more on family, things like that. And because of that, I just had to put that channel aside and focus on a new channel where I could focus on my family more and focus on other things in my life more and just not be so stressed out and just be more happy, if you will. So that's what happened to that channel. That's why this channel now exists. That's why this channel is now thriving, which is awesome. This channel has been growing by leaps and bounds, which is amazing. I appreciate you guys watching. And that's why my other channel has been abandoned. But that was only one of many life changes this year, or should I say last year of 2023. Lots of changes in 2023. So I guess we'll get down to the nitty gritty of 2023 and the really big change. So not only, again, did I stop doing what I had been doing for a living for many years, Cinema Sickness, but as you guys may or may not know at this point, I'm sure many of you do know, I have gotten divorced. My wife and I, of about 13 years, I guess it was like 12, 13 years, we did end up splitting up. It was amicable. We did not do it out of hate. We did not hate each other. It was not some big thing where We were not, you know, we didn't like each other or anything like that. We just thought it was for the best. We got along with each other. We respected each other. We liked each other. It's just, we were two very different people, kind of heading in two very different directions. And it just kind of got to the point where we sort of realized we needed to kind of go our separate ways and do our separate things. It's just sometimes people basically grow apart. And that was the case. For many years, we had been growing more and more and more apart until it got to the point where it was kind of an issue and we could kind of see the writing on the wall. And we decided to just do what was right and to split up. And as we were split up while we were going through the divorce, we did start seeing other people. As you guys know, I have started seeing Danielle, a good friend of mine for the last 26 years. We dated back in like high school a long time ago, but we had stayed friends. We had remained friends since we met back in 1997 when I was 14 years old. We just always remained friends. She's my longest running friend. I have other people I've known for longer, but they're more acquaintances, if that. They're people I really haven't stayed in contact with. You know, they're those people who you bump into at the supermarket. Oh, hey, Bob, you know, who I went to grade school with. I haven't seen you in 20 years. You know, yeah, those people exist. But again, those are more acquaintances, if even that. They're people I don't really talk to, have any contact with. They're people I don't, you know, interact with at all. Whereas Danielle, I have been in contact with and interacting with and been friends with over the entire span of me knowing her. We've just always stayed in contact. We've gone from, you know, times where we hung out or where we would talk a bunch to going a little while in between without really talking a lot or seeing each other much. But, you know, we'd always end up kind of getting back together and rekindling our friendship throughout the years. And after she had split up with her husband and I had split up with my wife, we had some things obviously in common. And after hanging out a bit, we rekindled not only our friendship, but our interest in each other. And we started to date. And now things are kind of moving quickly, I know, but I am moving in with her. We're moving into a home together. We've kind of, some people are saying, wow, you guys moved along really fast. We kind of skipped the whole getting to know each other phase. We didn't have to go through that. When you meet somebody for the first time, you go through that phase of getting to know them. Are they the right person? Do you want to, you know, date this person? Do you want to, you know, move in with this person? You have to get to know them. That wasn't the case. I have known her for like over 26 years now, again, since 1997. I've known her for a very long time. That phase was gone. I already knew her. So we could kind of move things along sort of quickly. So we are dating, obviously. Again, the sun's coming out. It feels so good. Feels so good. So again, it's not really new news. Most people had put together the fact that I had gotten divorced and that Danielle and I were dating. It was pretty obvious. I wasn't really hiding it very much, but I just couldn't really talk about much due to parties involved and the fact that the divorce was still ongoing. I just wanted to, out of respect, not say anything. I did talk to Brittany. I did ask her if I could mention this in this video. Again, I don't hate her. We don't hate each other. We're amicable. We're good with each other. We're going to co-parent. She will also be moving down to Florida. Sean, and her all moving down to Florida. Obviously not together, but we're all going to be moving down there. She wants to be down there in the warmth. I want to be down there in the warmth. We're basically moving to get away from this cold weather of Pennsylvania. And of course, to be closer to Disney, a place we love very, very much, Walt Disney World, which we're big fans of. So they will be moving down there. I'm moving down there. We're all moving down together. But like I said, I still respect her. I still want to remain friends with her. She's still my son's mother. I'm still my son's father, obviously. And we will be co-parenting while we are down there, just no longer married. So that's what went on there. I know you guys already pretty much knew that, but that is the announcement I really wanted to make. I have gotten divorced. Again, not because of any crazy reasons. There were a lot of rumors, a lot of theories as to why the divorce happened. It was just that, again, we were two people who grew apart, needed to go our separate ways, needed to kind of spread our wings and fly in the directions we wanted to go in, meet other people, do other things, basically be happy. We needed to split up to make sure each of us could continue to be happy, which would also reflect on our son. You know, you don't want to be in a marriage where the two partners just aren't happy together. They're not, you know, in a, I mean, it's not that we weren't in a loving relationship. It's just that we weren't in a happy relationship. We were both kind of miserable. So, you know, you need to move on, and you need to do things that are right for not only you, because you need to do things that are right to make you happy. You need to make yourself happy. It's very important, but it's also, I think, better for the kid or the children. A lot of people, a lot of families, they stay together for the kids. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. There's a lot of controversy with that, but I don't know if it's the right thing to do, because I think the kids can pick up on the unhappiness in a marriage. My parents ended up splitting, but not until I had already moved out of the house. I was in my 20s, I guess it was, when my parents ended up splitting up. But I knew as a child that they weren't happy. They did not get along. At least me and my ex-wife, we still got along. We were fine with each other. Whereas my mom and dad, they did not get along. They used to fight a lot. And, you know, I used to see it a lot as a kid. And I knew what was going on. It's not like it was something I didn't know about. Had my parents split up when I was a child, yes, it would have been hard for me. But at the same time, I would have probably grown to realize it was the right thing for them to do. So anyway, as I almost fall into the creek, that would have been interesting. I used to hunt for crayfish down here all the time as a kid. Many hours playing in this creek that I almost just fell into. That scared the heck out of me. I do not want to fall into a creek ever, especially not on a day like today where it's really, really cold. So anyway, guys, there you go. There's the big announcement. There's the big news. I have gotten divorced. I got divorced in 2023, and I'm now seeing Danielle. We will be moving in together. You will be seeing a lot of her on this channel. Not every day. Some people were asking, oh, is she going to be on this channel every single day? No, she will not. She has a 9-to-5 job that she works. She will be at that job. So during the week, sometimes, depending on the video, she may be in it, or I might be out doing a video by myself. So sometimes she will be doing videos with me. Sometimes she will not be. But all right, guys, that was the big news I really wanted to break, even though I don't think I really was breaking all that much news. I think you guys pretty much knew that had happened. But 2023, it's been an interesting year of, again, kind of quitting my job. I think this is the old bridge from when I was a kid too. It's pretty cool. Some of this stuff still exists. Anyway, so 2023, quit my job of 12 years of cinema sickness to do a whole new channel, to build up a whole new channel, to start from scratch, basically, to make myself happy, to do what I really wanted to do. And on top of that, decided to move on from my marriage and start a new relationship and move on to hopefully a brighter future where not only can I be happy, but my ex-wife be happy and my son be happy on top of that. I feel like this is going to be a very, very long video, so I do apologize for that, but there's a lot to talk about. A lot of things happened this year. So retro rest stop. I'm so happy. I thought maybe that was a dime. It is not. Piece of confetti or something. Anyway, so retro rest stop. I've been having so much fun with this channel. I'm so happy I started this channel. This has been a channel I had been thinking about starting for years. If you guys had been following me on Cinema Sickness for years, you know that there was, I think, twice where I kind of started to do this channel, but I was still very heavily doing Cinema Sickness, which made doing two channels very difficult. It got to the point where I was like, I can't do this. I can't do two channels. I don't have enough time. I don't have the time or the energy to run two full daily channels. It just wasn't working. And Cinema Sickness was my bread and butter. It was what made me money. It was my job. And at that point, you know, I was still in my marriage, and I had bills to pay and a child to take care of, and I still do have bills to pay and a child to take care of, but it was different. I was a little worried. I couldn't just stop doing, I felt I couldn't just stop doing Cinema Sickness, so I kind of just kept doing a second daily channel of just whatever I want on hold. So I started to, it's so cold. Look at my hand, it's red. So I started to do this channel and then abandoned it, and then tried to do it again and then abandoned it. And then I said, you know what? No, I really want to do this channel. This is something I've been wanting to do for years now. And I just did it. I said, heck with it. It's going to be a lot of hard work. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort to run 2 full daily channels, but I'm going to do it. And I did for a while. And it was a lot of work. It was pretty crazy. And as things went on, I realized I don't really want to be doing Cinema Sickness anymore. If I'm going to get rid of one channel, it's not going to be this channel. It's not going to be the channel I'm actually having a lot more fun doing. It's going to be the channel that I'm kind of over doing, which is why, again, I got rid of Cinema Sickness and really started to just focus mainly on this channel. And I'm really happy I did. It's interesting to see how this looks nowadays. When I was a kid, this is all like kind of like a big wooden area. And you used to be able to come down here and kind of hide in this wooden area. I think kids used to do bad things down here, or so I was told, which is probably why it's not a wooded area anymore. By the way, new playground equipment right there. Pretty awesome. My son likes playing on that equipment. But anyway, so what was I talking about? So yes, abandoning Cinema Sickness, focusing on this channel. And I'm really happy I did, because again, I'm having so much fun with this channel. I'm bringing in new audiences. This channel features a whole bunch of different stuff. It features abandoned places. It features roadside attractions. It features Disney events. It features thrifting. It features a little bit of everything for everybody, which is making this channel really fun because it's bringing in whole new audiences. With Cinema Sickness, I basically had an audience of movie collectors and people who liked thrifting. And that was about it, which is great, which is fine. A lot of you probably watching me right now are movie collectors or thrifters, and that's fantastic. I love that group of people. But I wanted to open myself up to other people as well, and now I am bringing in those other people. I am bringing in the people who like the roadside attractions or the history of places. I am bringing in those people as well. Hidden Mickey, which is a lot of fun. I've been getting recognized more out and about. Before, it used to be when I would go to a flea market, or if I was out at a pawn shop or thrift store, occasionally somebody would say, hey, Cinema Sickness, and they would recognize me. Now, due to a retro rest stop and the fact that I have a much wider, bigger, broader audience, I've been getting recognized by tons of people. Lots of viewers have been finding me out and about, which is really fun. I love meeting you guys. I always love meeting the people who watch my videos. So it's a lot of fun to meet you guys, to get recognized more. And I've just been having a blast with this channel. Kind of wish I was doing this channel. I really wish I would have done this channel a lot sooner. I wish I would not have given up on this channel, even though it would have been a lot of hard work. I wish I would not have given up on doing Retro Rest Stop, or I think I called it What's with Dave today at one point, and I think I called it the CS Quest at one point. Again, I've changed this channel up so many times. So, and I tried, or should I say I tried to do this channel so many different times. I really wish I wouldn't have given up on it back the other times I tried to do it, because there's all kinds of things I look back on and I think, man, I wish I could have documented this thing, or this thing I did in my life, or this event that I went to, or this thing that does not exist anymore. I wish I would have documented it. You know, me, I was there. Like I went to this place, I did this thing, and it just doesn't exist, or it was a once in a lifetime thing. And I maybe took a couple of pictures or something, but I didn't really document it. Now I can go back at these, looking at things I've done, and I can go back and watch these videos. Oh yeah, remember that time I went to this place that's now torn down, or I went to this one-time event. I love that. And I really wish I could go back and back in time and start this channel sooner and document all those things. There's so many cool things I missed out on documenting, which is why I like doing this channel. It's not just my job, but I like the fact that I do get to document things and show things off, bring you guys in on not only my life and what I'm doing, but show you guys cool things that exist out there, like this giant bug. That is awesome. Again, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the merry-go-rounds. It was a much larger one of these that sat up there. And you would get this thing spinning so crazy fast, and you would just hang on for dear life, and you'd fly with your legs in the air. Crazy, dangerous. That was so much fun though. Back in the day, I remember watching bands play on this bandstand when I was a kid as well. They built this bandstand when I was a kid, and I remember local bands, local punk bands and stuff would play up here. That was a lot of fun. Anyway, so I wish I would have started this channel a lot sooner, or at least kept up with it and not abandoned it years ago. When I first started doing this channel, I look back on all the things I could have documented, the things I could have talked about, and how those things are gone. Those roadside attractions no longer exist. That building that I wanted to document no longer exists. That event I went to was a one-time thing, and now I can never document it again. So I would just say, if you want to do something, do it. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on what you want to do. Do it. Stick with it. That's some advice I could give you. Because if you don't, you'll probably look back on it and regret not doing what you wanted to do and not sticking with what you wanted to do. I also started doing my videos. Oh, I'm getting so winded. It's so cold out here. The sun went back behind a cloud. I also started doing my videos edited on this channel. When I first started this channel, I was doing unedited daily vlogs, which was fun. It was great. I enjoyed doing that, but I thought I was missing stuff in videos. I would do a video unedited for like 10, 15 minutes, show you guys something cool, interesting, and then that would be the end of the video. But then like 5 minutes later, something cool would happen. I'd be like, man, that would have been cool to get in the video. Or I'd be like, oh, I didn't notice that thing over there, crud. And it'd be really cool to get that in the video, but the video had already been filmed. It had already been shot. So now I'm doing edited videos. So I can do big, long takes, like in this video, where I'm doing these big, long, like 10-minute takes, but then I can talk about something else, or move over and show you guys some other thing, or move around. I think it just works better. It's also better for thrifting videos too. Unedited thrifting videos, a lot of people seem to like, but they're not really practical. They don't really work that well. Trying to film that, it doesn't work as well as you might think. So it works better for thrifting videos, and I feel it works better for these videos as well. There was also many times where I would get to the end of the video and I would mess up something, or I would be watching a video back and realize, oh my gosh, why did I say that? That's completely wrong information. And then I'd want to go back and refilm the video. It was a mess. Edited videos make a lot more sense. I do go back and forth on thinking, man, should I go back to doing unedited videos? But then I go, no. Edited makes a lot more sense. What I want to do though is try to focus on longer takes like this. I can do a big, long 10-minute take, showing you guys something, talking about something, and then move on to the next thing and do a 5-minute take on that. I think that kind of works. I was a kid. Again, this was a much more wooded area. They've taken down a lot of the trees in this park for whatever reason. But as a kid, this bridge back here was always kind of interesting because it was kind of hidden. Not a lot of people came back here to this bridge. And again, this was a much more wooded area. So you could come back here, and I do believe this is the same bridge from when I was a kid. You could kind of come back here and sort of be alone. Nobody would really see you back here on this bridge. Probably why they cut the trees down. I'm sure kids were coming out here not doing good things. But this bridge is in such a weird place. Like there's nothing back here. This is part of the park that like nobody ever really came to because there was never any playground back here. It was just a weird corner of the park. Though what's cool is you follow this stream up to the hill. It's actually a natural spring, which is pretty neat. Oh my gosh, it is chilly. It is cold. So lots of changes that have happened in my life this year, but on to bigger and better things. I'm very much looking forward to the future and what 2024 and beyond will bring. So what will 2024 bring? Well, again, I will be moving down to Florida permanently, moving into a home with Danielle. I plan on doing that by March, hopefully by March. That is the plan, possibly sooner, possibly later. So around the March time frame, kind of depends on, I should say, on when my house sells and all that stuff. There's things in play, but by March is when I plan on hopefully moving down there. 3 months later, once my son is done with 4th grade, him and my ex-wife, they'll be moving down there into a place as well. We'll be splitting custody. I'll be seeing Sean an equal amount of time as she will. So we'll have equal amounts of time with our son, again, co-parenting, but that is the plan for my move down to Florida. So selling my childhood home, which is difficult. A lot of people ask me, wow, what's it like getting rid of the home you've essentially been in for 41 years of your life? And the answer is, it's a little difficult. I won't lie. Like, I have a lot of sentimental attachment to that house. Again, it's a house I was born and raised in. I mean, technically I was born in a hospital, but you know what I mean? It was a house I was brought back to. My old bedroom is my son's bedroom. So many memories in that house, even though I have kind of made it my own house. And it's gotten to the point now where I look at a room and I don't think, oh, I remember when I was a kid, this happened. I don't necessarily feel that way anymore because I have changed the house so much that when I now look at a room, I remember things maybe like my son did, but I still do every now and then sit in a room and go, I remember that time I broke my arm, or that time my brother did this, or I did that, or oh, I built that big play area right here. Like I do look back on stuff like that. So it is a little difficult to be getting rid of my childhood home, but I really don't want to fall into this little pond over here. I'm gonna be very, very careful. We used to hunt for frogs. There's a scooter down. Look at that. There's a full razor scooter down there. That is weird. How did that happen? Anyway, we used to hunt for frogs in this little area right here when I was a kid. Also a lot more heavily wooded when I was a kid. Just everything's so open now. When you would hunt for frogs back here, nobody could see you. You'd be back here hunting for frogs and it was all wooded. It was crazy. Anyway, so yes, selling my childhood home, difficult to do, kind of sad. The day that I hand the keys over to a new owner, it will be difficult. Might be a tear coming down from my face on that day. Again, I hold a lot of sentimental memories with my childhood in that home, growing up in that home, and then raising my son in that home. It's gonna be difficult, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be difficult, but on to, again, bigger and better things, greener pastures, if you will. Greener pastures, if you will. I'm looking forward to the move. I'm looking forward to being in the nice warmth, the sunny, warm weather of Florida, getting to film year-round and not have to freeze, not have red, cold, frozen fingers like I have now. Looking forward to the filming aspects of Florida and how much more easier it will be to film there. I plan on traveling more, a lot more videos in surrounding states and traveling to other states and just getting out more. I don't plan to be just in Florida all the time. People have left comments saying, oh, I guess we got to get used to Florida videos. And yes, there will be many videos in Florida. That is where I'll be living. Lots of videos happening there, but I do plan on traveling to other states around Florida. Florida is a very large state, so I plan on traveling in Florida more. Right now, I kind of stick around the Philadelphia, sort of Valley Forge area a lot. I travel out every so often, but I plan on traveling throughout Florida more, to other states more. I'm going to travel a lot more. That is a big plan of mine in the future. So lots of stuff to look forward to this year. Again, moving, getting settled into a new house. I have a whole new movie library to build that will be getting built in the garage. We've already started doing that. I got some AC installed in the garage, got some insulation installed in the garage, and now I have to weatherproof it and seal off the door, and there's a lot to do in the garage. It's gonna be a long process of getting my new library built in there, but that's where the library will be getting built, in the garage of the new home. It's actually a slightly larger space than I have right now, so I actually have more room for more movies and more collectibles and more things like that. So pretty excited about that. Looking forward to getting that all built and put together, but it will be a long process. Could take maybe into next year, or into 2025 even. I don't know. Could be a while until that's to the point where it's completely 100% built. So we'll see how long that takes. But so many things I'm looking forward to. So many big changes coming to my life, coming to this channel. Lots of things to look forward to. But most exciting of all, getting away from the cold. I am freezing right now. I'm starting to cough. I'm starting to sniffle. It's getting it's very, very cold. Again, the sun was out for a minute. Felt really good. And then it went back behind the clouds. Now it's getting breezy. So I think we're going to end this video. But I want to, I guess, walk up this way quickly. But all right, guys. Again, wanted to do this video, telling you guys what's been happening, tell you guys about this channel, why I abandoned the other channel, Cinema Sickness, why I focused on this channel primarily, why this is now my main channel. Tell you guys about, again, the fact that I have gotten divorced. That part of my life is over. Moving on from that part of my life, moving on to a whole brand new part of my life. Moving in with, seeing Danielle, moving in with Danielle, her becoming a part of this channel. You guys may have noticed the logo was kind of changed to Retro Rest Stop with Danny and Dave, because Danielle really wants to be a part of this channel. She wants to be in these videos, and she wants to grow her filming skills, and she wants to really be a big part of this channel, which is fantastic. I wholeheartedly embrace that. I would love for her to really be a big part of this channel. So there's that. They'll be happening. And then again, moving down to Florida, traveling more, and all kinds of fun, exciting things happening in the future that I'm very much looking forward to. Again, I believe these are the old stairs. Same old stairs from when I was a kid. Definitely the old railing. Up here also used to be a play area, right? Right over here was a big wooden play area as well. That was taken down many years ago. And this was the baseball field that I used to play Little League on when I was a kid. Did a video, I think like the second video or something I ever did for this channel was right here, talking about how I used to play baseball here as a kid. But all right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. This is a very long video. I appreciate if you guys watch this video all the way through. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to cover, a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about. I'm sure when I get back home, I'll think, oh man, I should have also mentioned this. I should have also mentioned that. There are other things I should have talked about, but again, it is what it is. I really wanted to just cover sort of the main aspects of this channel. And again, why my other channel was abandoned, why this channel was, I really dove into this channel, the changes from unedited videos to edited videos, what will be coming in the future of this channel, and just walking up the stairs in this cold, breathing in all that cold air, not fun. Anyway, and with the channel, again, what's going to happen with the channel, and what's going to happen with my life in the future, and what has happened in the past year of me getting a divorce, seeing somebody else, moving in with somebody else, and that person, Danielle, now being a big part of this channel as well. You'll be seeing a lot more of her. Her son Max will also be a part of the channel. My son Sean will continue to be a part of the channel. But all right, guys, again, very long video. I apologize for that. But I'm gonna go get back in the car, warm up, and try to thaw out my now frozen, I can't believe I can even move them, thaw out my new frozen hands because they are officially frozen. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro rest stop t-shirts. Two new brand new designs actually went up last night for t-shirts. So pretty cool designs. One's got a rocket ship, one's very like sort of old school retro, like a retro circle sort of design. Very cool designs. Check that out, because proceeds both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon do help support the show. They keep the show going. In the future, when I travel more, I will be using proceeds to put some gas in Vanabelle. Unfortunately, Pumpkin will not be coming with us to Florida. Pumpkin will set, I don't want her to hear, Pumpkin will be getting traded in and sold back to the Kia dealership, but she will not be coming with us. But again, proceeds will help put some money or some gas into Vanabelle to help with the traveling. So I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos and coming along with me all my life and all my adventures. It's a lot of fun to bring you guys along with. I love your comments. I love talking to you guys, so thank you so much. If you have any comments or any questions, leave them down below, because as long as they're not too overly personal, at this point I can kind of answer those questions for you guys, again, to an extent. Just be nice with whatever you say or whatever comments you want to leave. But all right, guys, if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, hashtag bigger and better things. Hashtag bigger and better things, because that's what I want for 2024. Bigger and better things. But all right, guys, that's gonna do it. Ooh, you can hear off in the distance. Wonder if that's the fire station. This is where the ambulances are. The firehouse is over that way. Wonder if the ambulance will be leaving as well, because I can hear the fire truck leaving right up the street. Anyway, so again, hashtag onto bigger, or hashtag bigger and better things, because that's what I want 2024 to be. But all right, guys, again, with that, like I said, leave your comments down below. I'll try my best to answer any questions or anything you guys have to say, or I'll respond to your comments. But all right, that's gonna do it. So like I said, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button, or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. Trying to figure out where they're heading in that direction. I thought they were coming down the road for a second. I believe the fire is off somewhere that way. It sounds like the sirens are going off into the distance. All right, guys, again, that's gonna do it. So like I said, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button, or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. All right, back in my car. It's too cold. All right, love you guys. Bye.